These are my favorite series of all time. When I was trying to come up with series to put on this list, I realized that I'm not really a huge series girl. I'm definitely more of a standalone girly, but I was able to come up with 5 series that I do really love and that I would consider all-time favorites. Starting off with an OG, we have The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins, of course. I'm not going to talk about this one too much because I know everybody has already read and loved this series. These books are just as relevant now as they were the day that they came out. Suzanne Collins is an absolute genius and everybody needs to read this series. Next up, I have to do it. It's gonna be Fourth Wing. Listen, okay, just hear me out. I know that this series is so polarizing, but the thing is, the experience of reading this book for the first time was the most fun I have had reading since I was in like high school. I got on this bandwagon pretty quick right when the books first started coming out, and I had no expectations going into this. I actually really didn't think I was gonna like it that much because before reading this, I wasn't really much of a fantasy reader. So my expectations were low. And say what you will about Rebecca Yarros's writing, but she ate with this book. Iron Flame wasn't my favorite, but I loved Onyx Storm and I cannot wait for the next book in this series to come out. Next up, everybody knows about Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross, but what do you guys know about A River Enchanted? Okay, this book, so good. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Divine Rivals, but A River Enchanted is so much better. This is like the perfect amount of fantasy for me. I'm not somebody who loves a super high fantasy, like dense world building type of book, but Rebecca Ross, the way that she writes her fantasy, it's just kind of like a light sprinkle. It's just the setting, it's just the vibes, it's the whimsy, and I love that. This is the series that convinced me that I have to read everything that she ever comes out with from this point forward. And Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. This was so good. First of all, just a moment for the cover. This is one of the most beautiful covers I have ever seen in my life, and I don't think that I would have picked up this book had they not had this cover change. Sabaa Tahir's writing is just absolutely incredible. This world that she has created is unlike anything else I have ever read before. The characters are so well developed, the setting is rich, and the plot is enthralling. I absolutely loved this, and if you have not read it yet, this is your sign to do so. And lastly, what I think might be my favorite series on this entire list, This Woven Kingdom by Tahereh Mafi. Wow. Why did nobody tell me what I was missing out on when it came to Tahereh Mafi? Because she is incredible. And before you ask, no, I have not read Shatter Me, and I do really want to after reading this series, but I'm afraid that it's not going to live up to what this series is for me. The writing in this book is pure poetry. This series is definitely one that you're there more so for the vibes than the plot, and it's really driven by the characters. So if that's something that you love, you would definitely love this. It was just so good. So those are all of my favorite series of all time. Let me know what you think of any of these, and if you have any recommendations for me based on these favorites.